Okay, so I've been actively working on my Mahalo Winter Grace collection review since I received it. I've been putting together like clips and doing like a routine and whatever, and it hadn't happened yet. But I think this is actually sort of like better timing because Mahalo just opened up the entire Winter Grace collection for individual purchase. Before, you had to buy the entire set if you wanted to buy anything as a replenishment, and you would get a 20% discount on replenishment. But she just opened up the entire collection so you can buy each item individually. So I thought actually that this would be perfect timing to finish my review. So in the beginning of this video, you saw sort of like a skincare ritual where I did the unveil and the bean and a steam and the Winter Grace serum and toner. And then my son woke up at the end of that video and I had to go deal with him. So I didn't actually get to do the whole winter, I didn't get to do the last part of the routine, which was the beauty balm and the gua sha. So what I figured I would do actually, I just did a face mask of a different kind. I didn't use the bean today, and I'm using a different camera than I usually use. So my skin, you can actually see like what my skin actually looks like much better on this camera, I think, than my other one. This is much more like HD than my other camera, and you can see like how much pigmentation I have right now. I have like a bunch of active breakouts going on. So when you guys like always tell me that my skin looks great, it's all makeup. And it's usually always Modern Minerals makeup. So if you want like good makeup to cover up, you know, like this situation, Modern Minerals, like I'm gonna leave the link for that down below because that foundation really is fantastic. It covers up this. So yeah, I decided to use this camera because I was using it already, but I know that this camera is more like HD than my other one, so I'm trying not to like be so paranoid about what my skin looks like, but that's okay. So I just did a face mask of another kind for a video you'll actually see on Thursday. It's for a book review that I'm actually pretty excited about. I haven't done a book review on my channel since I did a couple of cookbook reviews that I think I've since taken down because they were just awful. But I was really excited to do these book reviews. So you'll see that on Thursday. So I just did that face mask. So what I thought I would do is just the entire Winter Grace collection here with you and tell you my thoughts on them. So that way if you feel like purchasing any of them individually or as a set before it's gone for the winter, I'm not exactly sure how much longer it's going to be around, but it is still available for purchase as a set, and now they're available for purchase individually. So I figured that if anybody was curious about any of them, that this would be like the perfect time. And I am missing one thing that I cannot go get right at this minute, and it is the Mahalo Circadian Balance, the mini one. There are two different sizes now that you can buy. You can buy the mini 5 ml version that came in the Winter Grace collection, so you can buy that individually for $50, or there's the 10 ml version, which is the one that's sold individually right now on its own until it sells out, is $90. So if you want to try the Circadian Balance but you didn't want to spend $90, you can now buy it in the smaller size for $50. So it's a little bit more affordable, and the 5 ml version will actually last you a really long time. I'm still using my 5 ml vial, and I've had it for a couple of months, and I do use it regularly. It's a beautiful blue color. It smells fantastic. It really is great for relaxation and calming, and so sort of like zenning out. I love that. That's one of like the best things that she's made, I think. So that's available in the small size and the big size. I will link them both down below. So that's the one thing that's missing here. So the other products that are in this set. So there is the Winter Grace facial steam with herbs and spices to repair, rejuvenate, balance, and purify. Now I don't have a complete list. The thing about the Winter Grace collection is she does not have all of the ingredients listed. She gives like the main ingredients. So the facial steam is it's made with soothing and nourishing flower petals, stems, leaves, and roots combined with inflammation soothing and antibacterial spices to facilitate deeper connection to your inner peace and balance. So I've used this a couple of times. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's like sort of compact in here, so when you take some out, it sort of like fluffs itself back up. But this is it is a very like almost cidery scent, like warm apple cider kind of. I love this. It really is like, she makes a couple of different blends. She does Beauty Blooms in the spring, which probably will be coming back up in April. I think that's around the time that she does Beauty Blooms. But this one is a more like fall scent. So I know we're coming up into spring, and the Winter Grace collection was created for fall and winter and hydration and things like that. You can still use these products any time of the year. And if you're feeling like a day where it's like, you know, cold and rainy, and you want something that sort of like reminds you of fall or winter, and you want to do a facial steam, this is actually a really beautiful one because it sort of evokes those like fall flavors of like cider and cinnamon, and there's no cinnamon in here, or there might be some cinnamon in here. I see like this. Maybe there's cinnamon, I'm not really sure, but it sort of evokes those sort of like fall scents. So that's the Winter Grace facial steam. I believe this size is $45. I did just look at the website and I don't have it up in front of me, but I think I'm remembering that correctly. So then we've got the Winter Grace toner, which is an antioxidant hydra stimulating botanical toner. And the scent of this one is like coffee. It's mainly like coffee chocolate. The facial toner is, it has aromas of coffee, cacao, jasmine, and sandalwood. It's also made with Hawaiian hydrosols, aloe, and silver ear mushroom, which is a superior hydrating agent to deliver advanced hydration. It's got an infusion of coffee and green tea extract to help reverse prematurely aging effects of dehydration and environmental stressors. And then royal Hawaiian sandalwood and jasmine to deliver tropical aromas of tropical romance and anti-inflammatory and astringent properties. And it comes in a dropper top. It does not come with a spray, so if you wanted it as a spray, you'd have to like transfer it to a spray bottle yourself or add a spray topper on here. Yeah, it's very like coffee-esque. So I'm just gonna take a cotton round. This one's a reusable one, and it is like sort of almost like a yellow color. You probably cannot see that at all on this camera. It doesn't even look like you can tell. But it's a little bit yellow. My guess is that there's probably turmeric in here. So I love this for like refreshing, for hydrating. You definitely could put a spray topper on here. I think that would be... I so loved her Heart of Summer hydrating facial tonic from last summer. I hope she does that again this summer because it was beautiful. I was so sad when that bottle ran out. I would totally buy like 2 bottles this time to last me the year. So anyway, that's the toner. This is, again, it's really beautiful. It's not too strongly scented, but it is like a pretty strong scent. I mean, it's like Mahalo, like signature scent wise. It's very, it's just very sensual, if that makes sense. Sensual, not sensual. So yeah, so that's the toner. She does have 2 different serums. One is the Winter Grace serum. This is the Antioxidant Defense Facial Serum. And again, like it's, all of them are sort of have the same like scent profile of like coffee and a little bit of cocoa. But again, I don't have all of the exact ingredients. And then I did get a little sampler of the Queen Emma's serum. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. It smells amazing. It feels really great on the skin, and this is like a very luxe toner. I think the full size of this is $265, so it's very, very pricey, but it's so beautiful. I would highly recommend if you are looking for like a very, very luxe tone or a serum, but it's like the only serum that you're planning on using, to go with something like this. It's definitely something that you want to use like exclusively if you're going to use a serum, because it's of its price point. You want to make sure that you use every last precious drop. So the Queen Emma's serum does not come in the set, but I do have a little sample of it. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. But that is so beautiful. It has like the most amazing, beautiful ingredients in it. I'm gonna leave the link for that down below as well. But yeah, I've been sort of like savoring this little sample that I have. Oh, it's really gorgeous. But the one that I'm gonna use today is the Winter Grace one. So the Winter Facial Serum, full of nutrient-dense, luxurious oils of pomegranate, coffee, hazelnut, sea buckthorn, sacha inchi, hemp, jojoba, and grapeseed. It meets with the world's most esteemed queen of flowers, the rose, that is gently cushioned by notes of robust coffee, sweet cacao, and royal Hawaiian sandalwood. It's highly nutritious, super saturated with omega-5 and the rich antioxidant complex powered by xanthan. The serum is essential to support healthy skin's transition from the winter season. And it's got a velvety and nutty aroma with rich grounding notes of robust coffee, royal sandalwood, and dark chocolate, elevated by crisp bergamot, which is non-photosynthesizing, and most exquisite floral aroma of Bulgarian rose. So that one it's a very rosy coffee scent to me. It's like deep rose. You get mostly coffee in the front, and then it's like deep rose in the back. So I do like to take like a full pump of this, and it's like the Vitality Elixir, where it's got that very like sea buckthorn, like turmeric, orange color. And I think because it's got coffee in it as well, it's just like an even more rich color. But this again is like very hydrating. You know, if you love the Vitality Elixir, you'll definitely love this as well. So nice. I usually use this at night because it is a bit heavier. All of the Winter Grace products are designed to be like slightly heavier and more hydrating, especially for the winter months, or if you're in somewhere that's still a very dry climate. I know there are some parts of the country right now that just got a really massive snowstorm. Not in Arizona, it's like gonna be 80 degrees this week. Even still in like the summer, this is still a beautiful facial oil, especially for night, because it does sink in beautifully. It makes your skin feel very nicely nourished and hydrated. And yeah, again, it's just so super beautiful, especially that Queen Emma's one too. Ugh, I like what I wouldn't give for a full size of that. That one definitely is one that you've got to save up for. I haven't even seen that many people talk about it, just because probably the price point. So the last one that we've got here is the Winter Grace Beauty Balm. This is a deeply moisturizing winter defense beauty balm. So I didn't get to go ahead and do this in the clip that I posted in the beginning. So I figured I would go ahead and do the Gua Sha. So this is like the Gua Sha Tool that comes with the set. You can buy this separately on its own for 20 bucks. You can also buy that facial steam towel that I showed in the video for 35. I believe the Winter Grace serum is 80. I think the Winter Grace toner is 40, and I'm pretty sure that this is 70. Again, I'll leave the link for those down below so you can see the actual prices and not just what I think that they are. I'm watching my son on my phone as the monitor, so I can't really take that off. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Winter Grace Balm. And the Winter Grace Balm is a decadent union of antioxidant and enzyme-rich exotic butters and oils of puaku, cocoa, bariti, murumuru, mafra, coffee, and hazelnut. And then it's got some omega fatty acids, hydration balancing phytosterols, detoxifying enzymes, and potent antioxidants. It's got a rich unisex blend of seductive ylang-ylang, robust coffee, honeyed vanilla, and cedarwood, rounded by deep notes of cacao. And I did ask about the balm, and it is beeswax free. So actually the entire collection is vegan. And then do some gua sha. Now, I'm no gua sha expert. I just sort of do, you know, some motions that make my face feel good. So this isn't like a gua sha demo. It has the strongest scent of all of the products. This one is very much coffee. I think it's got like a lot of coffee in it. That's like coffee and cacao. There's like a little bit of like floral in the back. The key thing I just focus on when I'm doing either like jade rolling or using the facial massage tools is just either flowing up like this and like away, or if it's like these areas of the face, like up like this, or you can even do like this as well. Just so you just want to make sure you're going like away. I like to alternate between jade rolling and using the Gua Sha Tool. So, and I do have oilier, more acne prone skin. So that's why I like to use this more at night. I'm not putting makeup on today, which is why I went ahead and I'm doing this in the middle of the day when I wouldn't usually use the Winter Grace collection. I usually use it at night. If you want like a serum that's better for daytime, I would go ahead and get the Vitality Elixir. You can use the Winter Grace one for daytime, but I find the Vitality Elixir works better for me during the daytime. Since this collection is more, is designed to be more moisturizing, I find that they are a little bit heavier, but they're like amazing at night because you put them on at night and then like as you're sleeping, everything just sinks in. It sinks into your skin and it just feels, your skin just feels like totally beautiful in the morning. Super hydrated and nourished. So I just like to do it lightly for like a minute or two, sort of get the blood flow going. So the Winter Grace collection on its own is $250. The facial toner, the toner is $50. The facial steam is $45. The facial serum is $80. The balm is $70. The Gua Sha Tool is $20. And then the facial towel, the cotton towel for steam and masking is $35. And then when you buy the entire collection, you do get 20% off of the Winter Grace Support Trio, which is the Unveil, the Petal, and the Bean. Which I would recommend all three of those products any day of the week. The Unveil and the Bean especially are my two favorite Mahalo products. And I do highly recommend incorporating those two into the ritual because your skin will just feel and look fantastic. I haven't used the Bean in a while because I did run out of a jar and I haven't opened up my newest jar yet, but I think I need to crack that open because I think it would definitely help this situation that I've got going on here. But I'm finally glad to have gotten my review out for the Winter Grace collection. You can definitely even purchase it now and have it for when winter comes around back at the end of the year. These products will definitely last you until winter if you so choose to buy them and sort of save them if you keep them in like a dark area of your house, because I do actually have some of the old collection still around. The Love Plus Coffee collection, or Love Plus Roses, Love Plus Coffee. The collection that she did last year with, these are very similar versions of the same product. So if you got the Love Plus collection last year and you really liked it, you would love the Winter Grace collection because they're very, very similar versions of the same products. I think she said she changed them very minimally, but they're nearly identical. But there is one product that comes in a bigger size than it did in the Love Plus collection. The Winter Grace Serum is a full ounce instead of half an ounce like it was in the previous collection. But the scents are pretty much the same. They're very beautiful. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful if anybody's been looking at the collection and you've been thinking about picking it up, or if you've wanted certain things from the collection but you didn't want to buy the whole thing. This is definitely the perfect opportunity to go check it out because they are available for individual purchase. If I was going to suggest anything, if you were going to buy like one or two things, definitely the Circadian Balance in the small size, especially if you are not able to pick up the full size, which is $90. Definitely the small size. And then I think if you're going to pick up one other thing, I would definitely pick up the Winter Grace serum, because it's very, very similar, I think, to the Vitality Elixir, but it is a little bit more affordable too. It's got the Antioxidant in it like the Vitality Elixir does. It has a lot of the same ingredients, but it's a much more, I think, like a nourishing formula. The Vitality Elixir is actually very great for people who have acne prone and oily skin types because it is designed for that skin type, or someone who has very, very dry skin. I think if you've got oily prone skin or very dry skin, your skin actually responds very, very well to it. If you got more normal skin, I've heard varying opinions on how people feel about it if they have more normal skin, but I've heard a lot of success with people who've got very oily skin, which I do, oily and acne prone, and I love it, or very, very dry skin. They also really, really love the serum. So if you love the Vitality Elixir and you want sort of like a hydrating counterpart, definitely pick up the Winter Grace serum. Especially, this is $80. The Vitality Elixir is 110. So you would, if you would use like the Vitality Elixir in the morning and this at night, you would definitely have a great serum combo going on there. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.